Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to ask if you don't mind to please be respectful to the people at my locals in the comments. This is locals, and we're just here to have fun and learn along the way. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. All right, so we're going to be doing a voiceover recording because the mics died in the last video, so it's going to all be going over the top, going over it. So do my best. I'm going first. It looks like my opponent is going to be dropping down to Molcharmi Perulia. One of the best things about this match is the person who I am playing against. His name is Zach. He and I both went to Nats this last season, so I know what deck he's playing. So this was actually a match I was really waiting for. But it looks like I'm going to be starting off with Albion the Shrouded Dragon to try to draw a card, just try to change up my hand a little bit, because I know what his deck can do with enough hand traps. It could stop a lot of my plays, so I need to develop enough of a board to combat whatever he's going to have. So it looks like in my hand I have, we're going to start off with, we're going to do Black Chaos effect to place a continuous trap card from the deck, which is going to be Mind Shuffle. All right. And then looks like we're going to, after resolution, we are going to activate Mind Shuffle. Let's see here. I think that's what we're doing, right? Yep, that went through. So we're going to be searching the Celtic Mystic. I only run one of these in the deck just because I don't ever want my hand to be super clogged with it, but it's because it's searchable. So we're going to be discarding the Skull Archfiend. Some people say you should probably play more than one. I just like to only have one because it's recyclable, it's searchable, and I'm always afraid I'm going to see more than one. So we're going to resolve Skull Archfiend. So that's still going to send the Light and Darkness Ritual to the grave, but it's not going to allow me to get one of the ritual monsters in hand. But now I know that he's used the Ash Blossom. That kind of does free up the Celtic Mystic in my hand as long as I have another card that it looks like I do not. So it looks like I have Fallen of White, Fuwalos, Super Poly. So that did kind of, but yeah, I can always add the Light and Darkness Ritual to hand for the Celtic Mystic to be live. So I'm trying to figure out how many draws I'm going to be giving him, just because what I have in my hand is at least 2 draws between Celtic Mystic and Fallen White. So let's see, what do I go with here? This has almost been a week since I've watched this match, and I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I normal summon Celtic Mystic. Looks like I'm going with the Fallen of White first. Effect, he drew, and it looks like I saw Terminus. Let's go. So we're going to do Ecclesia. All right, perfect. Now, the question is, do I synchro summon? I'm pretty certain I do. All right. One thing I also realize is I take a long time shuffling, so probably should move that along a little bit. So I'm going to add the Black Chaos off of Smart. Yep. I'm going to add the Black Chaos off of the Light and Darkness Ritual effect. Good thing he didn't have Bell. So now we're going to normal summon Celtic Mystic. He gains a draw, and this is going to allow me to show him my entire hand, to draw 3 cards and discard 2. It looks like I get a Cartesia, a Phydraulis, and a High Spirits, and I don't need the High Spirits, and in this scenario, I really don't need the Cartesia either. I want to keep the hand trap knowledge with Phydraulis under lock and key, just because I also know I'm going to get the Cartesia on the way back. So now it looks like we're going to summon the Skull Archfiend by shuffling back the Cartesia, the 2 spells that I had engraved to normal to special summon, and now we're going to special summon the Chaos Angel, Light and Dark, because I know that his deck will really struggle to get over this, especially with it being in defense mode. This is going to allow me to have a lot more available. So I only gave my opponent 2 draws, which is still a lot, but I have a Super Poly set, Black Chaos set, or Black Chaos in hand, a Fuwalos for discard for the Super Poly, and I have Albaz plus Ecclesia. So, and we also are going to get the Fallen White. So I do have a lot of interruptions here in a nice defensive board. And I'm pretty certain he gets Ghost Ogre right off the top, if I remember this correctly. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I try to use Mind Shuffle at some point here pretty soon. All right, so we got Medius coming down. I know for a fact, because of what he's going to go for, this is going to be a great Super Poly moment to keep the Synchro from happening. And let's see here. So I pretty much know that the moment two bodies hit the field, I'm just going to remove them, and then I'm going to shuffle them back with a Dogma, waiting for resolution, and we're going to do Super Poly. I'm just going to pitch the Light and Darkness Ritual, and I'll take both of them because Medius is a dark, and then this is going to slow this down a little bit. And now I'm going to go Dogma effect if there's no response, and since I have Ecclesia, so it is unaffected. And he's going to chain with Phydraulis Harmonia. And where are we going to go from here? I think he tries to pop Ecclesia because it's the only thing he can destroy with Phydraulis effect. Let's see, where are we going here? Do we chain anything from here? I'm pretty positive. Yeah, I think I chain Ecclesia. I chain Ecclesia here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I chain Ecclesia. Because I have Fallen the Virtuous to revive. And it looks like we're going to summon the Albaz. And he's going to come down, destroy the Albaz. And then we're going to resolve, and I'm going to shuffle back the Power Patron and the Medius back to the deck, just to cut him off from that level of engine. And it looks like he's going to try to use Psychic and Punisher to shuffle back something. And I'm pretty certain he's going to try to shuffle back the Ecclesia. But I'm going to use the Fallen the Virtuous to revive the Ecclesia to keep, just because I want to keep Dogma unaffected, and he also can't be destroyed because of Light and Dark Chaos Angel. So we get nothing out of the Albaz, but he lost a lot of his interruptions. He has Hydraulis. Now he's going to go Terminus. So we still have Hydraulis in hand, and we still have Black Chaos. Just for the follow-up, that is someone coming to look at my top deck and not tell me what that is. It's just one of the guys from the store who run the store, and just to kind of troll me. Here, I don't think we're gonna do anything here. So he's gonna search, because he's already normal summoned, so he's not gonna normal summon a Medius again. But he could always just get. He's gonna send the Elfnote Power Patron to get Pedolium. Also apologize in advance if my commentary is terrible. This first time, technically second time I'm doing this, but so we got the Vidolium coming down. He's going to destroy itself to summon the Power Patron from the graveyard, and he's going to go into. Let's see, where are we going to go from here? Affect the Power Patron. This is going to add any Power Patron card from the deck from being destroyed. It's gonna add a Power Patron card. I'm just checking my interruptions. It looks like I chain Mind Shuffle here. Not entirely certain why, because I still can't bring a body down. Oh, that's right. I did do this because I have the Harmonia, because then I could, yeah, that's what I did. Just because he doesn't know I have the Harmonia, I'm building up for the Mind Shuffle bounce. So, and then I still would have the Black Chaos to shuffle back between. All right. Still don't know what the rest of the cards in his hand are. He's going to go for Welcome Home. Effective Welcome Home should be fine. I think he's thinking on target. Okay, still thinking. Zach played this exact same deck for his Nationals run. Neither he nor I made it to day 2, but he ended up going for the side events and already got his regional invite for next year's Nats. So, with this exact same deck, so he's very familiar with it. So he's going to summon the Lucina. I'm going to chain the Fidralis Harmonia, and then basically I'm just trying to keep him from synchroing. Send them along. Destroy the Power Patron. And then he's going to resolve Lucina. Yep, he's going to go for Fortuna. And on a new chain, looks like didn't do anything with Malong. It looks like I completely forgot, but I did the Mind Shuffle, BLS. Yep. So Fortuna went. So on summon, I get to banish one card off the field, and I'm targeting the trap. But I want to make sure that this resolves. So when he chains the trap card, and I just remove the BLS off the field, just so that it doesn't get negated. And then the trap will get banished. And now I have 3 towers on the field, and none of them can be destroyed by battle because of Chaos Angel. We have the Black Chaos, which is completely unaffected by card effects. We have the Dogma that's completely unaffected by card effects, and can't be destroyed by battle. And unfortunately, I can't quite see what he summoned. It looks like he summoned the Strelitzia. We have quite a glare in that spot. And it looks like he asked what I had in hand. He knows both cards because he knows that they're Harmonia, and he knows that it is BLS. That is one thing about Harmonia for this deck that I really like. You can just recycle it. I've thought about playing 2, but the amount of times I draw into it from Celtic Mystic is insane. So he's got Strelitzia, he's got Fortuna, but he does not having access to the trap card really kind of puts a damper on his push, especially since I have 3 unaffected bodies on the field, and even if he somehow outs the Chaos Angel or the Dogma, they can't be destroyed by battle. And Chaos Angel's in defense mode, so he can't even beat over it, even just whatever, to get damage in. So I'm sitting on a pretty high tower wall right now. I think he's trying to figure out what he's going to be playing next. And again, that's been my only experience for Elfnote, is if you can just put up too many interruptions so they can't actually build a board, it's the best way to beat them. Fusing off as quickly as you possibly can, just keeping them off the synchros is best. And so he has the Strelitzia pushed, but that's about it. The Chaos Angel is again light and dark. We have the Black Chaos. The only thing on my board that is vulnerable to anything is the Ecclesia and the Mind Shuffle. So here we go. We got the Strelitzia using its effect to bring back. I think he's deciding which target he's coming for. Yep, we're going to go the Elfnote Power Patron. This will give him a Synchro 7 play, or yep. So we're going to actually go use the effect to increase the level by 3 so that he can make June Pride. All right, so we have June Pride, and that beautiful Starlight 2.0. using June Pride's effect. Nope, looks like Power Patron effect to add Lucina to hand. Now we're going to use June Pride effect to bounce itself back to summon one from deck, hand, and graveyard. It looks like the one from hand will be the Lucina, Power Patron from grave, and then we're probably going to go the Tenia. Yep, the Tenia. He's still trying to figure out how he's going to make plays through this. Not having the trap in that recycle is just a huge effect for him. So he's going to use the Lucina effects to add a Regina. And we're going to do a Synchro 7 into Riser Dragon. Yep. Riser Dragon is going to dump a Medius. So that's how he's bringing back the Medius. I don't remember what I told him here. Something about Riser Dragon. I think I was just clarifying what levels it was. Since it's in a Medius, it's now a level 3. So we're going to go a level 3 and a level 6. Yep. And we're going to go into the Croc. Yep. We're going to do the Croc, which is going to allow him to draw 1 card because it's based off the number of tuners it was used. Or is it non-tuners? It's either one of them, but either way, it's only gets 1 card. I think it's tuners. Maybe it's non-tuners. He passed turn. I draw for turn. Draw Fallen and the Virtuous. This is pretty much going to be GG's with this. We're going to Fallen and the Virtuous to back this up. We have Black Chaos that can banish 2 cards on the field, non-targeting. Let's see, does he have a response? He's thinking. He's going to use Strelitzia to bounce or summon from graveyard any Elfnote card. I think what we're going to do here is, we're going to use Fedralis Harmonia, which is going to be really interesting because I can't really do anything with it because I'm short on. I can't make 6 synchros, so that's actually not going to be able to be. It's not actually going to work. I think we chain. We don't do anything here. Yep. Won't be able to use it until I use Skull Archfiend to shuffle back them along. Yep. So then now we're gonna banish 2 cards. Pretty sure that's what I did. Yep. So we're gonna. He's trying to realize that everything's unaffected. What am I choosing here? So we're going to banish the Fortuna and the Strelitzia. At this point, if I realize if I want to get the Harmonia back alive again, I need to activate Skull Archfiend, putting back the Malong and probably the Celtic Mystic. No, the Albaz. Yeah, because I want the Albaz to be able to be used for Ecclesia and Celtic Mystic. Okay, so I did put both of those back. I remember this time it's actually at the bottom of the deck, and Malong is going to be back. So now Harmonia is completely live again for its full effect. We're going to summon the Summon Skull Archfiend of Chaos, and then I think we send that. Yep, we send this. We get hit with the Ash Blossom, which is fine. At this point, we're just going to activate Mind Shuffle. Yeah, we're going to activate Mind Shuffle. He doesn't have the Ash Blossom, so I just got to hope he doesn't have an Ogre. This is where I'm going to add the Celtic Mystic again. I think this might be the most I've ever used a single copy of Celtic Mystic. Oh, no, we do the Griffo. Oh, because that's what I'm looking for. Yep, I need the Griffo because I have Light and Darkness in the grave, and I need 8 to summon out the BLS. Light and Darkness Ritual. And we are going to banish from the graveyard the Fuwalos and the Fallen White. It's no longer needed. We're going to summon BLS. BLS effect on summon is going to banish one card my opponent controls. And we still have Fallen the Virtuous to pop whatever gets left, so I banish the Medius. And I'm just double checking the attack. It's only 500 for every card in his hand, so it's only 1500. BLS is going to get to be able to do that double swing, and just in case we have the Harmonia that's live again, and we do also have the Fallen Virtuous. All right, I think we're just double checking to make sure everything's good. He's going to try to attempt to activate Regina, sending the Welcome Home away, which is going to make. I think this is what turns on my Harmonia. Again, I'm going to send the Welcome Home, send Regina effect, and then I'm going to chain the Fidelis Harmonia, sending Malong, revealing all of the others. Send Malong, summon Harmonia, destroy, and then whatever it summons, I think I hit it with Malong. Yep, and he just, I think, scoops it up from here. So that was game one. We are just a few minutes into the game here, and that's just going to get us to where we want. We're going to go into game two here soon. All right, so we're now in game two. Zach with Elfnote will be going first, which I'll be honest is a little nerve-wracking because Elfnote really does have the best going first game setup in the game right now, especially uninterrupted. And I have very little interruption, if zero, and he's starting off with Medius, which is basically full combo. So he's going to summon out the Power Patron and synchro off into TG Hyper Librarian, which honestly, if TG Hyper Librarian was like gone, I don't think I'd be concerned. Just the amount of like draws this deck can generate and hand advantage is just insane. So we're gonna go. He's gonna add Tinia off of the Elfnote Power Patron, then proceed to summon. Just thinking. I'm kind of guessing that if he searched Tinia, that means he's either got Lucina and Regina in hand. So we're going to summon down the Tinia effect to place the Welcome Home. Right, Welcome Home effect, sending the Tinia for cost. This is going to summon a different monster. We're going to go Lucina effect. Really wish I had an Ash or an Imperm. So yeah, that's when it was revealed to me that he already has Fortuna, possibly, and Regina in hand to go into the Elfnote Power Patron. And then we're going to go Reflector Regina to send Lucina to summon, and then summon again off the Effective Regina. But we're going to go Chain Link 1 Elfnote Power Patron, which is going to allow him to draw 2 cards and then discard 1. Sending the Terminus. It's pretty much a dead card at this point. Probably, I can't remember, he might already have Vidalium in hand too. I'm not really sure. All right, summoning out the Elfnote Power Patron, the second one. And then, let's see, we're going to use Janolda's effect off destruction to add any Elfnote card. Yes? Yep, there we go. Or Power Patron card. And I think I made a joke here, like you could just add the Terminus again because, why not? And then I think it was kind of slyly revealed that he might already have the target for it. So it's just, there's really no card for him to add. Yeah, he's just going to add back the Tenia. Just keep names. All right, we're going to go for a Synchro 7, which will be Strelitzia. We're going to go Chainlink 1, Hyperlibrarian, Regina, Chainlink 2. Yeah, and he already used Power Patron effect. And just shows that I'm not quite paying attention as much because I don't have any hand interruptions. And Strelitzia is going to summon Power Patron and Synchro 8 into Excel Stardust Dragon, Chainlink 1, TG Hyper Librarian, Stardust, Chainlink 2 to summon back the Power Patron. And then we're going to go into a Synchro 9. No, we're going to use Excel, summon Stardust, and then immediately Synchro summon again into the Croc. And then get 2 draws off the TG Hyper Librarian, and then another draw off the Croc, which is just insane, the amount of draws this deck can just generate, which is, for a deck that can play like over 20 non-engine, you just get to sculpt your hand however you want. Vidolium effect, destroy itself to summon Power Patron from the grave, and effect again we're going to Synchro summon into, what's the 10 he plays? Does he play back-to-back? Yeah, back-to-back, and then TG Hyper Librarian effect to draw another card. And this combo works really, really well because even if you discard a bunch of hand traps, all right, we're bringing down Fortuna. As I was saying, you can, and there goes the trap. Even if you discard a bunch of hand traps at the end phase, back-to-back can just allow you to bring them back. So now we're going to go Medius effect to summon itself by shuffling back Regina because it means it's got no one in its hand. Another Synchro summon into Chaos Angel, which will then provide another draw off the TG Hyper Librarian. And I think I've lost count. I'm pretty sure there's been 8 draws, maybe 9 off this. And so again, it's like just drawing that much to just get as much non-engine as you can is just insane. Yeah. This is why Elfnote is super powerful going first. If it goes uninterrupted, it will just basically FTK you. I'm going to set a bunch of face downs. And then I think he put 2 cards down, so he's going to have exactly 6 cards left in his hand. So I don't think he even has to discard at the end of his turn. And I do have a Super Poly in hand, so there is part of me that's like, I'm going to try to play through this. But with the Omni Negate, the 2 face downs, and the plethora of hand traps, it's just going to be a lot. So he's going to use the trap to bring back the Strelitzia. That is a lot of interruptions to go through. All right, going to draw for turn. I draw a Pot of Sloth, which in normal circumstances would be wonderful, but with an Omni Negate and who knows how many hand traps that he has in his hand, like this is just going to be really, really rough. I did draw, I think, one, we're going to go Albaz, try to bait out what I can get rid of. We're going to use Super Poly with Albaz. I don't remember what happened here. I think he was thinking if he had a response on the summon to bring something back. I think he's thinking if he wants to bring back the Power Patron so that he can try to Synchro into June Pride. Yeah, so he's trying to think of combinations. So we're going to get rid of the Cartesia in hand, take the Albaz with the Chaos Angel, and I'm thinking so I'm going to go to Dogma and the Strelitzia. Just trying to keep some of those interactions off the play. But this is, I wouldn't even call it an uphill battle because it's just it's going to be too much. I think I'm just spinning wheels to try to see what I can do. Brings back the Tenia, and then we're going to go on a new chain. Oh, I didn't even activate the dogma. I'm an idiot. Reveal the light and darkness ritual. Solemn accusation, and he's just going to pay the 3K to just ban all of them, or to just banish all of the ragged ritual of rites, which is a really good hit. It does just shut them all off. And the funny thing is, it's only 2 because I side one out when I sometimes. So it was a little bit of a bummer to have only the 2 get hit. Now we're going to use Regina's effect to send the Tenia in hand to summon, because he's going to try to go for the hand rip with Tenia, but we're going to get the summon off of Regina. And like again, there's just nothing for me to go through because he just dug through his deck relentlessly to just get all of his interruptions. There's part of me, it's like I'm trying to like bait out things, possibly hopefully get the Pot of Sloth to work, but Pot of Sloth is the only option I have left, and he's just gonna negate it with, you know, the trap, and it's just gonna be GG's for me at this point. Like, I think for me, it was just like, I know I'm not winning this. There's just, I don't even know why I even tried, but just to give it an attempt. But yeah, when Elfnote goes first uninterrupted, it's no one plays through that. So that was game 2. Not a whole lot going on, but yeah. So we had another solemn accusation, and it's just we weren't going to survive that. On to game 3. All right, so we're going into game 3 here. I'll be going first, doing a nice little shuffle, make sure everything's good. Maybe a slight little prayer to myself, being like, oh, let's get everything we need to play through this. So, all right, both draw our hands. I have a Droll in hand, a Griffo, Albion the Shrouded, looks like Ragged Records, and then a Black Chaos. So I have 2 ways to get to the trap card. And we are going to go a Mind Shuffle. And we are going to then activate Mind Shuffle. Yep, activate Mind Shuffle. Effect to add and then discard. No response. Add the Skull Archfiend, discard. Do the ritual. And then no interruption there. So then we can add one of the ritual monsters. So we're going to add the Black Chaos, the Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos, to our hand. And then we're going to go Albion effect because I just want to see what I can try to draw off from this. And then this way, when I summon the Black Chaos, the Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos, I can add the High Spirits to hand to get into the Branded Engine. We're going to top deck, and what do we draw? I didn't see. Fedralis Harmonia, which is going to put enough hand interruptions in our hand, which is going to be great. So Ragged Record of Rights. I'm going to reveal. Oh, can't because it's in the grave because I only play 1. So I have to add it to my hand first before I do that. I always keep forgetting this. Maybe this is why you play 2. He realized he could have belled it, but did not have option. So I see an ogre and a bell in his hand. Doing activated records of rights. Going to add the Celtic Mystic. I'm thinking if I can get to another Chaos Angel again, he wasn't able to get over it the last time. So let's try again. And now we're going to go Celtic Mystic summon. And it's going to be like, yep, sure. So I show him the whole hand. He's just double checking. No response. He's going to see I have enough hand interruptions. The Droll is probably the one thing that he was a little nervous about. Looks like I drew a Super Poly, another. It looks like I got the Albion back, and then I don't know what the third one was. Oh, another Griffo. I think yeah, it's definitely another Griffo. So now here we're gonna go. Where we go from here? Activate the ritual, maybe. No, so we're gonna just go straight to the chaos angel first. We're gonna shuffle back 3, or place it to the bottom of the deck, and then summon the Skull Archfiend. Any response? Nope. I'm gonna go straight into the chaos angel. Putting it in defense mode just in case it gets a lightning storm. Now we're gonna do the ritual to try to summon, and it. Now he's got the bell. He's thinking about using it. Yeah, he's going to use the bell, so I can't ritual out the Magician of Black Chaos. But I'm looking at what I have with a Super Poly, a Phydraulis, and a Droll. I'm thinking that I can at least stop him and survive the next turn. I don't know he's got the Ghost Ogre in hand, which is going to make it a little problematic to get through, but me having Droll is going to slow him down significantly. All right, so his starting play is going to be Medius summon from deck, which is going to allow me to activate the Phydraulis Harmonia. Or am I thinking? I'm thinking I want to get that Droll out as fast as possible. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get the Droll in. So we're going to do Medius. All right, we're going to go Elfnote Power Patron 1 to add, and this is what's going to set me up for the Droll. And the Droll really does just stop him hard on his tracks. It's a terrible card. It's just as equal as Shifter in its weight, but as you can see how much Elfnote just abuses the amount of cards it can add to hand. It's an unfortunate necessary evil. All right, so I have an unaffected, Light and Dark Chaos Angel. He's now under Droll. He added Lucina, which can't do anything. He's going to do Tenia to try to place, which is going to be met with the Phydraulis Harmonia. I'm going to send him on, show all the things. And we're going to go to destroy the Tenia. He's going to place the Welcome Home, which I do a really dumb, really dumb move here because I want to resolve the Malong, and I just got rid of the Welcome Home when I should have just got rid of the TG Hyper Librarian, which just puts the same spell card back in his hand, and he can just reactivate it. And so then Malong resolves, activates Welcome Home, and I'm just like, yeah, that was a dumb move. I think I was just nervous, wanted to make sure I could win this match that I wasn't really thinking. Then he did talents to, I think, take. Yeah. So I'm thinking, how do I play through this? Because I know he's going to probably try to take the Chaos Angel. I'm going to attempt to activate Mind Shuffle, hits it with the Ogre, and he's going to take the Chaos Angel. And then he's going to send it off with Welcome Home to summon, I think, the Fortuna. And then on summon of Fortuna, because I don't want that trap getting on the board, I'm pretty much sure I decide to just do it here to drop the Super Poly. Come on. Because I play Mixalzia, that I just want to make sure that trap doesn't get there. So I'm just going to pitch the Magician, the Ritual Monster, send the Harmonia and the Fortuna, summon Mixalzia, because I just can't let that trap get on the field. And he's under Droll, so his resources are incredibly thin. I still have Skull Archfiend in the grave with the ritual spell, and then I have Black Chaos in my hand, so I have full starting ritual engine ready to go, and he's going to be stopped pretty much here. Pass turn, draw. What did we draw? We drew high spirits, which it's funny in this moment. So then the next move here is I need to make sure I have plays. Black Chaos, which is really nice, even if you do lose Mind Shuffle, can place the trap face up even from the graveyard. So we're going to do Black Chaos effects to place the trap face up again. And then we're going to go Skull Archfiend, I think is my next move. Or is it the Ritual? Don't think I use Mind Shuffle just yet. Yep. I'm going to confirm, make sure we're good. I'm going to do the Ritual plus the Celtic Mystic. Skull Archfiend effect, we're going to shuffle back the Chaos Angel, Malong, and the Ritual Black Chaos to summon, because the best part about this is like I can just recycle Chaos Angel as a light and dark. I will normal summon Celtic Mystic, reveal hand, show that I have Light and Darkness Ritual. High Spirits, it's nothing. Draw 3 cards, another High Spirits, another Skull Archfiend, and a Super Poly. So 2 of these are really easy. Skull Archfiend effect, which can't happen because I don't have the rituals in my hand. We're going to synchro off into the Chaos Angel. We're going to banish the TG Hyper Librarian. And then we're going to go, I think, Mind Shuffle here. I think we're going to try to add the BLS. He's only got, looks like 1 card in hand. He's going to try to see what he's going to do. He's going to use Ogre to destroy it again. We're gonna, looks like we're just gonna go in for these 2 for damage, Mixalzia and yeah, and so that was what I was gonna do it for game. Is I did it for attack, then I did Super Poly, hit the Chaos Angel and Mixalzia, summon the Mud Dragon, and just call it. So that's that was game 3. Game 2 and game 3 were not as much fun, but we do what we can. Anyway, thanks for dealing with my over commentary. Hopefully it was good. And I got to learn a few things along the way. Until next time.